Women Winning in Financial Services. This is a Wealth Wave Masterclass, building a life of purpose, freedom, impact, and unlimited potential. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Whether you're here because you're exploring new opportunities, looking for greater flexibility, searching for a career with purpose, or simply curious about the financial services industry, you're in exactly the right place. Today is about possibility. It's about discovering how women across the country are creating successful businesses, helping families transform their financial futures, and building lives with more freedom, more flexibility, and more fulfillment. Most importantly, today is about you. What would your life look like if you had more choices, more time, more income, more purpose, more control over your future? Today, we're going to explore what's possible when women step into one of the most impactful industries in the world. For generations, women were told they had to choose. Choose between family and career. Choose between income and flexibility. Choose between success and balance. But today's women are rewriting those rules. Women are building businesses. They're leading organizations. They're creating wealth. They're making a difference and doing it on their own terms. Their future belongs to women who refuse to accept limitations placed on them by society, tradition, or circumstance. There has never been a better time in history for women to enter financial services. Women control trillions of dollars in consumer spending. Women are increasingly becoming primary financial decision makers. Women are inheriting wealth at unprecedented levels. And women often seek financial advice from people they know, like, trust, and relate to. The industry isn't just welcoming women. The industry needs women. The industry is massive and we're just getting started. Here's the reality. Most people were never taught how money works. Not in school, not in college, not even in many households. Many are struggling with debt, retirement uncertainty, financial stress, and confusion. What if you could be part of the solution? What if your career could help families gain clarity, confidence, and hope? That's exactly what this profession offers. When people hear financial services, they often think numbers. But this business is really about people. It's about helping parents protect their children. It's about helping families prepare for retirement. It's about helping individuals eliminate financial stress. It's about helping people create better futures. Every conversation has the potential to change someone's life forever. Women bring unique strengths to financial services: empathy, relationship building, listening, coaching, communication, trust. These are not weaknesses, these are superpowers, and they are exactly the qualities that today's clients are looking for. Imagine waking up and deciding what your day looks like, not because someone gave you permission, but because you designed it. This profession offers something many careers cannot: flexibility, the ability to build around your life instead of fitting your life around your job. In traditional careers, someone else often decides your worth. Someone else decides your raise. Someone else decides your promotion. In entrepreneurial financial services, your growth is based on your effort, your skill development, and your leadership. There are no glass ceilings, there are no artificial limits, and there is no waiting in line. Many people believe they must choose between meaningful work and financial success. Here's the reality. You can create both. You can help people, you can serve families, and you can make an impact. And here's the best part. You can build a prosperous future for yourself in the process. Today's entrepreneurship doesn't always require storefronts, warehouses, or massive startup capital. Technology has changed everything. You can build relationships, serve clients, and develop leaders, and grow a business from virtually anywhere. The very qualities that many women possess naturally align perfectly with success in this industry. Many people think financial services is only for math experts. Well, it's not. Some think it's only for salespeople. It's not. Some think that they need decades of experience. They don't. Success comes from learning, serving, growing, and consistently taking action. I would like you to meet Jessica. Jessica did everything she was told to do. She worked hard in school, she earned her degree, started her career, and climbed the corporate ladder. Now, from the outside, it looked like she was succeeding, but behind the scenes, Jessica felt stuck. Every month, despite working full time, she was living paycheck to paycheck. The promotions weren't coming fast enough. The raises weren't creating the freedom she wanted. And she realized something important. Working harder wasn't necessarily creating a better future. Jessica made a decision. Instead of hoping things would change, she decided to learn about money. She began studying financial literacy. She explored new income opportunities. She developed new skills. Over time, her confidence grew, her income grew, and her leadership abilities grew. Today, Jessica has more choices, more flexibility, and more control over her future. But most importantly, she's now inspiring other young professionals to believe that they can create different paths for themselves too. Now I would like you to meet Danielle. Danielle is a single mother. Like so many mothers, she was carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders, providing for her daughter, managing a household, working long hours trying to make ends meet. Every day for her felt like she was in survival mode. Now, Danielle wasn't looking for luxury. She wasn't looking for shortcuts. She simply wanted more options for her family. When Danielle discovered financial services, something clicked. For the first time, she saw an opportunity that could fit around her life rather than force her to sacrifice it. She chose flexibility. She chose growth. She chose possibility. Over time, she gained confidence. She gained skills. She gained a community of people who believed in her. Today, she provides more opportunities for her daughter and serves as a role model for other mothers who may feel overwhelmed or overlooked. Her story reminds us that circumstances do not determine destiny. I would like you to meet Jennifer. Jennifer had what many people would call a dream career, a respected title, a successful corporate position, a strong income. But despite all of that, she felt something was missing. Her schedule belonged to someone else. Her future was controlled by corporate decisions. Her personal goals kept getting pushed further down the priority list. Jennifer realized she wanted more than success. She wanted ownership. She wanted freedom. She wanted impact. So she invested in herself. She developed new skills. She expanded her leadership abilities, and she began building something she truly owned. Today, Jennifer mentors other women. She helps others discover opportunities they may never have considered. Her story proves that success is not about climbing someone else's ladder. It's about building your own. I would like you to meet Sarah. Sarah loved teaching. She loved helping students learn. She loved making a difference. But she also faced the challenge many educators experience. She wanted greater financial flexibility. She wanted additional income. She wanted to continue serving others while creating a stronger future for herself and her family. Financial services allowed Sarah to continue doing what she loved most, teaching. Only now, she teaches financial literacy. She educates families. She empowers communities. She creates an impact both inside and outside the classroom. Her passion for helping others became the foundation of a thriving business. Meet Maria. Maria dedicated her life to helping people heal. Long shifts, high stress, constant responsibility. Healthcare was rewarding, but it was also demanding. She wanted more flexibility, more time with family, more control over her future. When Maria entered financial services, she discovered that her greatest strengths transferred perfectly: listening, serving, educating, and caring. Today, she continues helping people. Only now, she's helping them improve not only their health, but their financial well being as well. Meet Olivia. Olivia always had an entrepreneurial spirit. She wanted freedom, creativity, ownership, but she struggled to find the right vehicle. When she discovered financial services, she saw an opportunity to combine purpose and entrepreneurship. She built relationships, developed leadership, served families, and grew a business that aligned with her values. Today, she's living proof that entrepreneurship can be both meaningful and profitable. I would like you to meet Rebecca. Military life meant constant change for Rebecca: new cities, new schools, and new communities. Every move made career stability difficult. Many military spouses know this challenge all too well. Rebecca needed something portable, something flexible, something she could build regardless of geography. Financial services provided exactly that. She created a business that moved with her. Today, she enjoys flexibility, purpose, and financial growth while supporting her family and inspiring other military spouses. Meet Priya. When Priya arrived in America, she faced enormous challenges: a new culture, a new language, a new environment. Starting over is never easy for anyone. But she believed in opportunity. She focused on learning, growing, building relationships, and serving others. Today, she has created a successful business, built a strong network, and positively impacted countless families. Her story reminds us that determination often matters more than circumstances. Here's Lisa. After years in her profession, Lisa felt ready for something new. She wanted purpose, growth, and a fresh challenge. Starting over felt intimidating, but she chose courage over comfort. She invested in new skills, expanded her financial knowledge, and built a business that aligned with her goals. Today, she says she wishes she had started sooner. Here's Karen. Karen spent years focusing on her family, raising children, supporting others, and giving selflessly. When her children became adults, she found herself asking an important question: what's next? She wanted a new challenge, a new purpose, a new chapter. Financial services allowed Karen to reinvent herself. Today, she enjoys flexibility, fulfillment, and the opportunity to help other families navigate their financial journeys. Now meet Angela. Angela has always been passionate about helping people. Her heart has always been in the community, but she wanted to make an even bigger impact. She realized financial literacy was one of the greatest needs facing families today. She stepped up. She became an educator, a mentor, and a leader. Today, Angela is changing lives one conversation at a time. Meet Sophia. Sophia already owned a very successful business, but she understood something many entrepreneurs eventually discover. One income stream can create vulnerability. Diversification creates stability. She saw financial services as a way to expand her influence and increase her impact. Today, she has multiple streams of income and greater flexibility than ever before. Her story demonstrates the power of thinking bigger. As you look across these stories, you'll notice something remarkable: different backgrounds, different careers, different cultures, different experiences, different challenges, yet they all share something in common: a decision. A decision to believe that more was possible, a decision to invest in themselves, a decision to learn, to grow, to lead, to serve, and ultimately to create lives with greater purpose, freedom, flexibility, and impact. The lesson isn't that these women are extraordinary. The lesson is that ordinary women can achieve extraordinary things when given the right opportunity, support, and vision. The question isn't whether these women can do it. The question is, what might be possible for you? Because the next success story could be sitting in this room right now. And perhaps one day, someone else will be looking at your presentation. Let's talk about something bigger than income. Let's talk about legacy. When most people hear the word legacy, they think about money. But legacy is much more than money. Legacy is influence. Legacy is wisdom. Legacy is values. Legacy is the impact you leave behind long after you're gone. The reality is that every woman in this room is already creating a legacy. The question is, what kind of legacy are you creating? Will your children learn financial confidence from you? Will future generations benefit because of the decisions you're making today? Will your family tree look different because you decided to step into leadership? For generations, many families have struggled with the same financial challenges: living paycheck to paycheck, carrying debt, feeling uncertain about the future, not because they lacked intelligence, not because they lacked ambition, simply because no one ever taught them how money really works. But imagine becoming the person who changes that. Imagine becoming the woman who breaks the cycle, the woman who teaches financial literacy, the woman who creates opportunities, the woman who changes the trajectory of an entire family line. Because when one woman becomes financially empowered, the impact extends far beyond herself. Her children benefit, her grandchildren benefit, her community benefits, future generations benefit. Now, you may not realize it yet, but the decisions you make today could affect people you'll never even meet. That's the power of legacy. And that's why this work matters. Now, I want to challenge a belief that many women carry. Some women believe leadership is something you're born with. Others believe leadership belongs to someone else. The extroverts, the executives, the people with all the answers. But leadership isn't a title. Leadership isn't a position. Leadership isn't perfection. Leadership isn't influence. Leadership is service. Leadership is helping other people become more than they thought possible. Some of the greatest leaders in history started with uncertainty. They didn't know exactly how everything would work. They simply took a step, and then another, and then another. Leadership develops through growth, through experience, through courage, through action. Every conversation you have, every family you help, every person you encourage, every teammate you support, you are developing leadership. One of the most beautiful things about this profession is that leadership is not reserved for a select few. Anyone can grow. Anyone can lead. Anyone can make an impact. There are no ceilings. There are no limitations. There are no gatekeepers deciding how far you can go. Your growth becomes your responsibility. Your leadership becomes your choice. Your future becomes your creation. And when women step into leadership, incredible things happen. Families become stronger, communities become healthier, organizations become more compassionate, and future generations gain new examples of what is possible. So don't ask yourself if you're qualified to lead. Ask yourself this: who might benefit if I do? One of the biggest questions people ask is, this sounds great, but what would my first few months actually look like? Now, that's a fair question. The good news is that nobody expects you to know everything on day one. Nobody expects perfection. Nobody expects instant expertise. Success happens one step at a time. So let's break it down. Month one is about learning. The first month is all about education, learning how money works, learning about financial literacy, learning the systems, learning the tools, learning the mission. Most importantly, learning how you can serve people effectively. Think of this as building your foundation. You don't need to know everything. You simply need to be coachable, curious, and willing to learn, because knowledge creates confidence and confidence creates momentum. Month two is all about practice. Now it's time to apply what you've learned. This is where growth accelerates. You'll begin having conversations, meeting people, sharing information, observing mentors, learning by doing. Now, you won't be alone. You'll have guidance, you'll have support, you'll have training, and you'll have coaching. This phase isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every conversation improves your skills. Every interaction builds confidence. Every experience develops competence. Month three is all about growth. This is where many women begin seeing the bigger picture. Their confidence increases, their knowledge expands, and their vision grows. They begin identifying opportunities to serve more people, develop leadership, expand influence, and create greater impact. This phase is exciting because people begin realizing, I can actually do this. The business starts feeling real, the mission becomes personal, and the future begins taking shape. One thing you will learn very quickly is that no one succeeds alone. One of the greatest advantages of this profession is being surrounded by people who want to help you win. When women support women, incredible things happen. What could your future look like? Go ahead, close your eyes for a moment. Imagine 5 years from today. What does success look like? What does freedom feel like? Who have you become? Your why, your purpose, your reason must be bigger than any obstacles. The greatest risk to your success is often not taking action. The greatest generation of leaders is being developed at this very moment, today. Why not you? WealthWave is committed to changing lives through financial education. We're not simply building businesses, we're building futures. If something today resonated with you, if you see possibility, if you feel excitement, then don't ignore it, explore it. You have questions? We have answers. Simply fill in the blue box below completely with your name, email, and phone number, and I or an agent will contact you shortly. Again, the entire team at WealthWave would like to thank you for taking the time to enjoy our presentation. Every successful woman who came before you started exactly where you are today, with perhaps a little curiosity, with many questions, and with some uncertainty. and with possibility. You don't have to have everything figured out. You simply need the courage to begin. Your future self will thank you. Thank you for being here today, and we are looking forward to welcoming you to the Wealth Wave experience.
Everyone knows who you are.